When I was 7 years old, I flew in a plane for the first time, and I created a game for myself. Count the number of backyard pools you see. You miss one, you lose. When I turned 21, I flew to Los Angeles, which was a first for me on 2 accounts. My first time in LA, and my first time losing the swimming pool game. For the least captive audience ever, you try and tell me what to do in case of a water landing. But what you don't understand is I put the frequent in flyer, collecting rewards which really only amount to flying more. Gazing out my rounded rectangle, I never miss the takeoff. The slow zoom as things bigger than you fade smaller and smaller until they become so distant that I can't even squish them between my fingers anymore. Imagine how a bird must feel the first time it swoops down to land on the ground and thinks, that house is much bigger than it looks. I like it better up there, where you're the first to know the weather. Suspended between time zones and atmospheres, I get acquainted with the clouds, cheating death and gravity for $329 plus tax. From up there, I see where roads begin and end. And I want to cheer on the cars. You're almost there. It's just around the corner. You just can't see it yet. From up there, I see small clusters of light reminding me of brainwave activity scans, and I think a city is perhaps a synapse of God's brain, lighting up where connections are being made with the Almighty, which makes sense why most of the earth below is so pitch black. With the seatbelt sign turned on and the man in the aisle seat white-knuckled on the armrest, I remind him that no plane has ever crashed from turbulence. But if we had the choice, don't you think most passengers would give up before it passes? What if, on the ground, we had no choice but to strap in and wait it out? How many still-fathered children would there be? How many unsigned divorce papers? How many unread suicide notes? How many of us would stick around if we knew that what is turbulent is ultimately harmless? And that, though annoying, the change fee is necessary. Because change never comes free, and I'll gladly pay the price if it will get us where we're going faster. But we fail to recognize that if your name's on the suitcase, it's just gonna come around again and again until you grab it. The turnstile of life keeps kicking back what you refuse to pick up. In other words, we all have to claim our baggage before we can move on. From up there, I can see all that. But from down here, I'm lucky if I even take the time to look up and wish I could fly.